Ladies and gentlemen, these were the national anthems of Canada and Finland, and this is the final game of the women's division at the World Ultimate and Guts Championships 2004 in Turku, Finland. The Finnish roster, with perhaps number 2, Paula Jussila, strong player to watch for, and number 5, Laura Salmikivi, handling a lot. This is the Canadian roster, captain number 2, Anja Hamann, a long time player for the Canadian team, and number 7, Leslie Calder, perhaps the strongest all-round player on the Canadian team. And waiting for the first pull by Finland. So first offense by Canada, and we would have the Finnish defensive lineup with the players like number 3, Hanna Pesola, number 30, Katja Kosonen, and as soon as we can see the numbers on the jerseys, we'll know the other ones. That would be Pirjo Hestbacka marking, and this is Lara Muscle, number 77 for Canada with the disc. Nice break by, I think that was number 6, Tanis Frame with the assist, and number 77, Lara Muscle, scoring the first goal of the game and the first goal for Canada. And we are Martin Glantz and
Gavin Rausch at your service.
And here on the rerun you can see how much room the marker gives to number 6, Tanis Frame, and an easy score with the defensive player on the wrong side. And Finland goes for an equalizer. Number 13, Reija Ylönen. 14, Fiina Hiitola. And Canada is setting up some kind of clam defense. Giving room to swing, but not giving room to play upfield. And there is Finnish captain Sara Wikström with the long forehand. And number 2, Paula Jussila, catching, but as you can see, yes, no score. She was still having her feet on the ground when she caught the disc for the first time. Reija Ylönen, a handler of the Finnish team, and this number 4, Sara Wikström, again. And just probably at least a travel call, but also high count and forced throw, so loss of disc. But Sara Wikström is also defending and takes the disc back. So we have Finland coming up on the sideline. Fiina. That would be Jenni Oksanen, number 6, and number 4, Sara Wikström.
And a bit of confusion on that.
Yes, but Reija Ylönen is fouled by a Canadian player, so Finland has a lucky break.
The hammer
and a foul call by number 18, Finland's Milla Mantere, which is contested by the Canadians, and
fast points.
Well on the second try.
On the 10th try.
But it's again Paula Jussila, strong inside the end zone. She has a background in handball and was also on the Finnish lineup in international handball a couple of years ago, but chose to play Ultimate instead.
You can hear the supporting a rowdy crowd, the locals.
Oh, yes. It should be, because in this game there's only one home team. There are a lot of Canadian fans in the stands, but this is the first time Finland is hosting a big tournament, and the women's team has so far been the best Finnish team in the tournament, so there's a lot of support.
And
nice block by Leslie Calder.
Last year, coming off the European national champions, Finland defeated Great Britain in the finals. Exciting game in France last year.
The Canadian defense moving the disc, short passes. Anja Haaman, Leslie Calder.
Good ball.
Close one. Katie Wilson, number 29, missing that by a few inches. Here you can see the disc goes just past her hands. Finland's number 30, Katja Kosonen, with the disc. Katie Wilson marking. And Finland seems to have some difficulties in starting the defense and playing the disc upwind.
Good defense.
Yes.
Good turnaround.
Number 7, Leslie Calder, very physical player. Like I said, probably the best all-round player on Team Canada. And it is like the Finns are not at all ready when they lose the disc. Anja Haaman with the assist, by the way.
Strong pull, but just a bit outside.
It has been a problem in this stadium in all games that the pulls have gone. Also in the open division games in this stadium, the pulls have gone wide. And there is a block by Jenni Oksanen. Or was that?
It was actually their offense.
Yes.
About conditions, I believe 20, 22 degrees Celsius, sunny.
Oh, I would say Finnish weather and probably also Canadian weather. So most of the players would be quite comfortable with this. And Canada taking a quite comfortable lead. Hillary Dunn scoring. And a good use of the rear corners of the end zone, because most of the players try to score on the goal line, which is always crowded. But in the rear corners, there's a lot of space, and you can just run away from the defender. Put some demands on the thrower, of course. Paula Jussila with the disc. Jenni Oksanen, Katja Kosonen, Sara Wikström. Paula Jussila again. The Finnish captain number 4, Sara Wikström, has started the game really nervously. She normally doesn't cause many turnovers, but this was her, I think, second drop, and she also has thrown the disc away 2 times, and we're still quite early in the game, so
she has some time to pick up the juice.
Oh yes, but there's playing against a strong team like Canada, you can't lose the disc very many times, because the Canadians take advantage of that. They have scored on all Finnish turnovers so far, so. And another one with number 5, Gillian Maguire, with the assist. Coming in strong between 2 Finnish players. But the travel call. And the second try is a good one.
Nice grab.
Tennis frame scoring, and I would say that was number 10, Stephanie Chow, with the assist. Let's see, no, number 18. Su Ning Struby.
Now the crowd is assisting to help Finland pick up the spirit a bit.
Oh yes, because the Finns are down by several goals and haven't managed to get their own game rolling at all yet. The Canadians are really giving it all on the defense. Miisa Niemi with the long
Just what they
forehand.
needed, just what they needed.
Oh yes, Reija Ylönen, number 13, running away from the defender and scoring. I would say a quite optimistic throw, but this time it works. But the Canadians are really playing hard physical defense. Number 3, Erin Huck, laying it out. Katja Kosonen's pull. And Anja Haaman with the disc, and the Finnish cup. That would be almost a zone.
Led by Hosu.
Yes. 77. Hanna Hokkanen as the marker, and the Canadians breaking the cup tennis frame with the disc. And an easy break at the sideline. And Finland back to man. Number 8, Alison LeMay with the disc. And it's anybody's. No, it's Canada's. It's not anybody's. Katie Wilson. And if I see right, number 6 tennis frame, her second goal, and the assist by Katie Wilson.
She's already giving autographs. Interesting.
But so far, it were only the teammates. Perhaps after the game, there will also be a long line of fans standing at the door of the locker room. Close to the camera, Erin Huck, and number 7, Lessa Calder with the pull. And the Finns have really big difficulties now with their offense. Minsu Rauramo, number 23. And a nice read by Anne-Marie Carey, number 91, here with the disc, also seeing the pass coming along the sideline and intercepting it without difficulty. Leslie Calder playing in the middle of the Canadian offense and coming back for the disc now. Erin Huck, and a high forehand, and a strong goal by Hilary Dunn, just blocking the defender out, because the throw is not that good. The throw is a bit short and very close to the sideline, so Hilary Dunn cannot run for it. She has to block out the defensive player. And another Finnish offensive line after a Canadian, or a Finnish. I would believe it's a Finnish timeout.
I would concur. Let's see how Finland responds.
Nice pull by Valerie Dion, number 66 on the Canadian side. And Katja Kosonen with the disc. Finland has an isolation offense, but it's stopped by the Canadians. There is no real flow now. Fiina Hiitola with the disc. Jenni Oksanen to Sara Wikström. Katja Kosonen. Katja Kosonen again. What you can't see here on the screen, but there are no really strong cuts for the end zone. So there aren't open places for the throwers to throw on the Finnish offense, because you can't take a risk, and then Finland is now forced to take risks.
It's definitely brought to you by the tough Canadian defense, I think.
I think strong. So. The Canadian women are very close to the Finnish jerseys all the time and laying out for the disc, and they can afford to throw the disc away because they get it back. And I don't think the Finns really expected a strong defense like this, because they played a very fast-footed semi-final against the Japanese with a lot of running, a lot of calls, and a lot of arguing. And this is very, very different because there are no arguments, there are clear calls if there are fouls, and the Finns just don't seem to get it working because the Canadians are almost inside their jerseys all the time.
That was a brief glimpse of Toni Asikainen, the mastermind behind the ladies' team from Finland.
Yes, Toni is well, he's been playing since he was a kid himself, and he's also played for the Finnish Open Division national teams for many, many years. His first big tournament was in Japan in '92, when I think he was 17 or something like that.
Wow.
And he knows this game inside out, but it remains to be seen if he can wake up his ladies team now.
He tried at first by shaving his head to see if that would motivate his players, and
well, that's scary. Yeah.
I think he's smarter with no hair, actually.
Valerie Dion to Erin Huck, and Canada slowly working their way up. Not much difficulty though. There seems to be that the Finnish defense seems to be like 2 or 3 steps behind them all the time.
And they're forcing middle right now, so that might be a bit of a... Ooh.
And the foul by Jenni Oksanen. And number 5, Gillian Maguire, to number 18, Suning Struby, with the assist to Leslie Calder, and another Canadian goal. And here again, where is the Finnish defense? Gavin, where?
It will surprise you soon. Down by 5.
Down by 5 goals. It's good for you. You're an American and not a Canadian because I would refuse to go on. I would just leave.
Oh, Henna Tanskanen. You can hear the crowd slowly trying to warm up the team, the Finnish team. Let's see if it works.
Yes, because Canada is only 2 goals away from halftime. So I would say the home team is in a hurry.
Laura Salmikivi.
Minsu Rauramo.
Henna Tanskanen. Laura with her powerful forehand. Boom! Yes. Here we go.
And now it's suddenly Kaisa Rämö, number 43, is all alone. Where is the Canadian defense? What's going on? People are just making beautiful cuts.
I think Finland is finally getting their act together. Let's see if it continues.
Yes, because it would be nice to have a game.
Yes.
Kaisa Rämö, former track and field athlete and basketball player turned ultimate player. And this is what you get by just turning your coat. You become a international level athlete.
That's right.
And another clam zone type defense setup with Laura Muscle and Anja Hamann breaking it, and that would be Stephanie Chow, number 10, Leslie Calder, Stephanie Chow. And Anja Hamann has all the time in the world, and the left-handed forehand pass by Leslie Calder to Lara Muscle, 7-77. That's 3 times 7. That's 21.
Looks so easy.
Yeah.
So easy.
But it is. It is easy when you do it like that.
That's right.
And when you have practiced, because because you can see that the Canadian women's team, they have practiced. You don't get that just by going to a store and buying a disc and throwing it around on the beach. Doesn't work that way.
Rumor has it that the Canadians, they put their disc under their pillow before they go to sleep at night.
Okay, so after a couple of weeks, you should know by heart the small text that's in the rim.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know it's a discraft and not a wham. Oh, I probably can't say that word.
No, you probably can't.
Oh.
No, because the company whose name you were about to say hasn't paid us. So that's why we're not going to say it.
No.
Suvi Rauramo to Pirjo Hestbacka. Pirjo Hestbacka, number 8, also a former track and field
She's
athlete.
One quick little woman.
Oh yes, absolutely. And also this is her, I think it's her 3rd Worlds. She's been with the Finnish team since the games in Sweden in '96. 3 European tournaments, 3 Worlds, 1 baby in between, and then again she's out there. She's very, very small, which is a deficit on the defense, but on offense, she turns so quickly that in, for example, mixed division games, sometimes just scrimmage games, open division players have problems with those cuts and turns.
So low to the ground.
Oh, yes.
As you can see, this game is getting a bit more rough, a bit more aggressive play on the field today right now.
Yes, the Finns are not so far back anymore. Erin Hack, close to the Finnish goal line, takes the timeout for the Canadians. And here you see the difference between European and North American ultimate culture. The Europeans would never waste time on clapping their hands.
But you know why they do that? That line is the barrier that's supposed to prevent the other team from understanding what they're saying in English.
Yeah, but nobody understands the Finns anyway.
Well, yeah.
So
European
we
teams
don't need
need
that.
to do that.
We don't need that.
Oh,
That's a rare one. The Canadians haven't had many of those yet. Perhaps if the Finns can capitalize on this, they're a bit closer again. Oh, I would like to see that again. Can we?
Let's see that again.
Yes. Boom. Some luck, some skill, and a lot of will.
That's
A
right.
lot of will. Erin Huck again with the disc. It's good to have long hands. Yes. Number 66, Valerie Dion. You can't really do more. You know, if you pull and you score, that's enough for one player. Hillary Dunn with the assist. Yes.
Halftime it is.
Looks pretty bad for the home team. And we are in the second half. Canada 9, Finland 3. Valerie Dion. Whack. You can actually, you can hear the fingers snap if you go close enough. There's a lot of power behind that throw. You can see by the Canadian shorts here in the front that there's a small wind from the left to the right in the picture, which probably helps the Finns to run. It's easier to run downwind, so they score. That's number 2, Paula Jussila, to number 6, Jenni Oksanen.
It seems that the Canadian defense misread what Finland was doing on offense, and it was a pretty easy point.
Oh yes, they were expecting Jenni Oksanen probably to participate in the handling because she's been handling a lot, so when she ran for the goal, the Canadians were kind of surprised. Katja Kosonen pulling, and you can hear the Finnish coach Toni Asikainen yelling in the background, "Look at the scoreboard, girls, you only have 4 goals." So let's see if that helps.
He also promised each of them a date if they win.
Well, that's probably why they only have 4 goals. Yes.
Ooh.
That's not really a layout, that's like a fall down block, but it's a block.
Still, yeah.
It's still a
Great
block.
hands, great hands.
Yes. By Minsu Rauramo. Katja Kosonen and Pirjo Hestbacka exchanging passes here. And Minsu Rauramo.
Bit of a collision. Canada capitalizing quickly.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Good bid.
Yes, I would have called a travel on that throw because in open division games you do that.
You call it and then you wonder if it really was or not.
Yeah.
Second chance, here we go.
Sara Wikström. I hope she has a better start for the second half than she had in the first half. She wasn't really up to her normal standards. She's also a very physical player with a background in winter sports, downhill.
I thought you were going to say kickboxing or something.
No, just downhill. She has also very, very strong legs and a good acceleration. She's not that fast runner speed-wise, but the first 8 or 10 steps really
explosive.
Really, yes, very so. Pirjo Hestbacka playing a bit more now, obviously, than in the beginning.
Ooh.
And another misread cut by the Finns. And Anja Haaman. And an easy goal for Tanis Frame. Canada is capitalizing on these losses. Finns give the disc away and it's 1 or 2 passes and that's it. And also the matchups don't seem to go for the Finns either. Valerie Dion, one more time. The throw in a slight headwind, but it hangs up long enough for the Canadians to set their defense. Miisa Niemi, number 7. A very aggressive kind of player. A lot of Finnish sisu. And when people ask what sisu is, it's something that goes beyond guts. North Americans have guts, but Finns have something that goes further away. And here,
Miisa Niemi.
yes, taking the disc back, both misreading it a bit, and there's not really a fight for the disc, but Miisa just happened to take the right step at the right time. Treija Ylönen with a good forehand, but what? Pick, travel, what?
Something.
Yes. Erin Huck as the marker, and the Canadians letting the Finns play this forehand game.
Miisa Niemi.
And another bad matchup with the Canadian player number 18. Suning Struby being like 4 inches taller than her Finnish opponent, Kaisa Rämö. Erin Huck with a strong grab. And now you can hear the Finns finally helping their defense from the sideline. That hasn't also been happening. Valerie Dion. Oh, with a textbook throw like that. Hillary Dunn must be at least a bit disappointed. Misreading the disc. Just like misreading it by a foot and misplacing her hands. The disc is down, and this would be the Finnish answer. So at times it's like ping pong. A long drive also with several turnovers. Erin Huck, Suning Struby, and there's a pick or something upfield. Valerie Dion.
They seem to be breaking the mark pretty easily. Let's see how it continues.
There isn't much mark. The Finns are quite far away from the thrower. They are obviously just trying to guide the throws, and this is second try.
Second chance, yeah.
Well, if you can practice it once and then you get the other one, it's pretty easy. My 7-year-old can do that. She drops the first one, but when I throw the second one, she also catches it. So, number 55, Hillary Dunn. And the Finns seem to try to force the Canadians to throw the backhand throws because that's a bit slower than a faster wrist flip. But still down by 7 goals already now. Paula Jussila.
This would be about the time to turn it up for Finland. Down by 7. Ooh.
Long hands, long hands. Out of nowhere.
Keeping the eyes in the back of her head alert.
Gillian McGuire with the long pass. Oh, yes, Leslie Calder.
Wow. Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice throw, too.
Yeah.
Kind of a whoop.
Did you see that? Watch the if we have another slow motion, you can see there's just a slight traveling. I would have called that. Did you see that pivot foot?
Yes, absolutely. I must say it was
But that one, you should get at least, even if it was a travel, you should get half a point.
It gives me goosebumps though to watch that catch.
Oh, yeah, but you should get half a point.
Or at least a date or something.
Yes, Laura Salmikivi's face tells it all. This is really not going so good. The Canadians perhaps a bit more confident. Close-up number 77. And this is Valerie Dion, and the close-up was Lara Muscle. The Canadians put a bit length on the field. Or do you say height? Is someone's tall?
You put some height on the field,
You put some height on the field.
I guess in direct translation to Finnish, someone would say, "How long are you?"
Yeah.
But that's really just not the right way to say it. How tall are you?
Henna Jalovaara, Reija Ylönen, and Katja Kosonen just stopping the disc in time before she goes over the sideline. What now? Well, still Finnish disc and a surprising inside backhand, and Sara Wikström.
Great catch.
Yes, and this is what a captain should do. A captain should show the way, should lead the way, no matter how it hurts or what you hit on the way. But that's because against a sideline defense like that, you don't see those throws. Strange throw, great run, strong catch between two Canadians. Well, a goal for Finland.
Wow.
Yeah.
You rarely see a throw like that on a forehand.
A very surprising choice. Very surprising.
Forcing
choice.
forehand.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 5-12, I believe.
Still seven to go. That's hard. The Canadians have 5 to go for their gold medal, so that's Stephanie Chow. And Stephanie Chow again playing as the popper when the Finns are trying to. The Finns had a kind of clam, and now it's back to man to man again. Lara Muscle.
Ooh. Wow.
And who's down? That's Alison Walker, her first point in this game. And
how fitting.
Oh yes.
Layout.
Well, to score in a championship game is always a big thing. Whatever sport, whatever venue. And outrunning the defender who's giving up. The Finns don't really seem to trust the Canadians to make any errors in these catches also, because they're not laying out themselves. There's no harassment, no disturbance, nothing. But the Canadians are really strong here. After the game, you could ask Valerie Dion if it's boring to pull. I don't think so. Not in a game like this. Not so far away, the gold medals now.
So a bit of a zone defense.
Yep.
Give or take.
Some kind of 1-3-3, and now it's back to man, so it was like 3 passes. 3 passes of zone and back to man.
Strong forehand throw.
Oh yes, and Henna Jalovaara. And Sara Wikström, Jenny Oksanen, too strong.
At the very end, the wind kind of took that just a bit. Right there. Yeah. Frustrating.
Surprisingly now, there's not that much room. And you can hear Toni Asikan, you can hear the Finnish coach in the background. And the Finns are closer. They're closer than...
It's all about the cutbacks right now. A bit of a mistake. Okay.
Oh, yes. Tanny's frame, not just not getting her fingers around the rim, so Finns with
Great flow.
counter-strike. Sara Wikström. Jenni Oksanen. And the Finns are setting it up. You can hear Paula Jussila call, work, work, work.
You can hear the crowd doing the wave in the background. Back to Jenni.
Reija Ylänen, number 13. Yes, forcing the throw below the hands of the marker, and it's good to have a plan what you do when you get the disc, but sticking to that plan even after you already know that you shouldn't is not that bad. Was it a... Did I score? Valerie Dion asks, and yes, she did. Oh, watch the next slow motion. The Canadians travel on all the assists, and you see that. Pivot foot leaves. But Valerie Dion with a nice one-hand catch, not being sure if it was a goal, but being assured by her teammates and also by the Finnish defender walking away. 9 goals for Canada. Not one of the big finals. Katja Kosonen with the disc. That's Hanna Hokkanen.
Hosu.
Hosu, yes, which is a Finnish slang word for fussy.
For?
Fussy.
Huh.
Yes.
Oh!
And Paula Jussila just dropping the disc. All alone. No.
I think she was worried about where her feet were by the line. A little bit of traveling going on.
Yes. It's very educating to also have the slow motion where you can see what really happens, because in a close game, a travel can make a difference also. Hillary Dunn and Erin Huck a bit clumsy with the catch.
Fumble.
And Minsu Rauramo a bit optimistic with her throw. So Gillian Maguire and Fiina Hiitola, number 14, as the marker. Paula Jussila playing against Erin Huck. And now the Finns are really going for it.
Finnish defense is picking up. Hosu, a nice bid.
Let's see if there is enough time to pick up, because the Canadians are close. Katja Kosonen with the block. And Vivian Krauchek marking. And Paula Jussila. Erin Huck trying to prevent the throw. And there's an open sideline for Pirjo Hestbacka. And Katja Kosonen.
Great point.
Yes.
Yeah.
A block and a goal in the same point.
Good work. Good
Oh,
work.
yes. And an important one also, obviously.
Indeed. Must feel good to catch a point right by where most of the locals are there supporting Finland.
Yes. Hestbacka and Kosonen played on the same club team for several years. So they know each other's cuts and throws quite well. 8 goals for Canada. That's a lot. That's a lot to catch. Anja Hamann, and this is Laura Muscle.
One of the big differences between North American Ultimate and European Ultimate are in the national teams. The Canadian national team is actually a club team, and they play together year-round, but the Finnish national team are all from various club teams, and so they don't get the opportunity to really train together except for this summer. So one of the big differences between North American and European Ultimate.
Well, that's the case with most European national teams. The sport is a bit different in Europe, but I believe that in the coming years, when the sport grows in Europe also, and the club teams get stronger, the Canadians and the Americans will be forced to do the same thing, that they choose the best players for these tournaments. And I don't think that's so far away, because, for example, in this tournament, the US women's team is not in the final. So you have conclusions to make. Reija Ylänen with the disc, Laura Muscle as the marker, Sara Wikström. They play on the same club team. So is Henna Jalovaara on the same club team.
Pick called. Misa Niemi. Nice grab.
Ooh, go gadget hands.
Good job of breaking the mark all the way to the end zone. Nice,
Yes.
Nice work.
Jenni Oksanen really enjoying that one. Nice run by Misa Niemi to the open side, and not waiting very long either. Yeah, I like that.
She's the happiest during those moments. Whee! That's great.
The crowd likes it too.
Oh, there's a good-looking guy with the blue shirt right there. Yeah.
Okay.
You see a couple of Canadian flags in the crowd. So there are the supporters there. There are the supporters for Canada. Down by 7, some big work ahead of them.
Oh yes, if they want to win this. Even if I share the nationality with the blue and the white team, right now I wouldn't bet my money. But then again, this is ultimate and anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. The Canadians might have a simultaneous calf cramp or
Heart rupture,
yes.
murmur. Or they might all be distracted by the coach, Toni Asikainen from Finland. They forget how to play. Let's see.
Stephanie Chow with the disc. And the Finns getting closer. And this is their tennis frame didn't call the foul. You could see her holding her hand when she was running away from the situation. Paula Jussila with the handball background isn't too easy to play against. She's big and she's strong.
Handball is an Olympic sport.
Oh yes,
Let's
yes,
see
and it's a very rough sport. It's almost like Australian football where you have rules, but nobody seems to care. So.
Ooh. Let's see if ultimate will become an Olympic sport one day.
That would be nice, but I think the biggest problem is not the sport. The biggest problem is the lack
of
the lack
referees.
the lack of big money, because in all the other Olympic sports you have big brands making equipment and apparel, and here you have two companies making discs, and even less companies making footwear and apparel. So there's not much money to make here. So it's not interesting for the Olympic community, because whatever they say, the IOC is about money.
Yeah, that was a great bid.
Stephanie Chow. And Anja Hamann. Valerie Dion, and what now? The Canadians seem to be a bit overconfident with that big lead now. In the beginning of the game, a pass like that, the player would have fallen down and taken it. And now they just like bend their knees a bit and drop it.
Yeah, about the sport in general, deep down inside my heart, I really am kind of glad that there's not this commercialism in ultimate. It's good to have this be sort of an unknown sport. It's kind of like an elite club of people. Just the tournaments, just the people you meet, and it's a genuine relationships you build. I like that. That would change if it gets more commercialistic. And
yeah, but
money involved.
Yeah, but Gavin, let's not kid ourselves. For example, a tournament like this without sponsors would be like 2 or 3 times more expensive for the players to come to, which would diminish the chances of everybody to participate. Or then we need very, very strong national ultimate associations in all countries, so they can send their best teams.
So the play has grown intensively, bit by bit. The Canadians are not going to...
Lara Muscle scoring. What? Yes, no, what? Aha, traveling, yes.
Pick file travel.
Yes. I think it's travel. Paula Jussila marking, and Pirjo Hestbacka.
Deep throw to Sara. Okay.
All right. The Finns' turn to strike back. Kaisa Rämö, her, I think, second goal in the game. Couldn't come in a better place, actually. You can see some determination in the Finnish action right now, because the girls are really going for it, and the Finnish defense is a lot harder than in the first half, and also giving some results. But do you also see the Canadians perhaps giving a bit slack?
Perhaps a couple points ago, I think that they're picking up their intensity.
Leslie Calder. Who else?
Lots of layouts. I like to see. Nisaniemi. Okay.
Talking about layouts, huh?
Yeah, keeping it alive.
Oh yeah, clean catch. Clean catch. Another one. This is what you call, this is real ultimate. This is not like, I'm sorry, ladies, this is not girls' ultimate. This is real ultimate.
That's right.
And
this is what we've been waiting for.
oh yes. And even though the Canadians are ahead by, they're ahead by 1 goal less right now. This is Hanna Karesuo, Nanna Karesuo coming out fresh from the bench, scoring her first or second point played in this game, and there she is.
Great placement.
Playing her first Worlds, going to the final, scoring points. Canada, 5 goals ahead. They haven't scored in like
3 or 4.
3 or 4 points for the Finns in a row. Well, the Finns really need that because Canada is only 3 goals away from the championship. Anja Hamann with the disc.
Crowd is getting
Even the crowd is waking up.
excited.
Yes. Katie Wilson. This appears to me a bit unconcentrated now for both teams. The Finns are wanting it too much and the Canadians seem to think they already have it. Alison LeMay. Foul call, no contest, stall count 0. Anja Hamann. Valerie Dion. Oh. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's look at that again.
yeah. Valerie Dion really stretching. What? Obvious travel call for Anja Hamann. We can't have another slow motion of this one. But now there was no travel, so obviously Valerie Dion with another backhand, and this time it's Leslie Calder with I don't know how manyth point in this game. And there is Minsu Rauramo. Wrong-footed and on the wrong side after the cut. Easy goal for Leslie Calder. I wonder what that means.
They're going to drive home soon? I'm not sure.
Canada 2 goals away from the championship. It'll take a miracle for the Finns to win this, but they can still make the Canadians work hard for it.
I think now that you'll see that Finland is going to prove themselves as a fighting team.
Or at least a team worth this final.
Ooh. Great flow.
This is how the Canadians started the game. That smile again. Number 6, Jenny Oksanen.
She loves life.
Well, it's not every day you score a couple of goals in a World Final. Almost the same place as the previous one. She's got some. Yeah, she must have some footmarks down here at the sideline where. Although all her teammates know that I'm gonna run right there, so just put the disc over there and I'll catch it. Sara Wikström with the roller, and Finland 10, Canada 15, and Anja Hamann. Stephanie Chow.
Time for some fighting defense.
Yes, the Finns with some kind of cup and line.
Nice grab.
Oh yes, tennis frame. Lara Muscle.
Oh.
And not even Leslie Calder catches those anymore. That was a couple meters out of bounds. Anja Haaman against Pirjo Hestbacka. Hestbacka looking for open space. Paula Jussila. Miisa Niemi. Some experience on the field. Miisa Niemi has been going to international tournaments with her club team and the Finnish national team for I don't know for how long. And so has Paula Jussila. I wonder if Anja Haaman remembers the little blonde girl she played against in Sweden in '96. That's the little girl right there with the disc right now.
Ooh, nice grab.
Yes, the Canadians seem to have realized that.
Oops.
What call?
Oh, once
and another
again.
throw, and again it's Nanna Karessua. Like I said before, sitting on the bench for most of the game, coming in the last minutes and scoring points. What more can you ask of a player?
One of Tony's secret weapons. Nice score.
Yes. Stall count must have been like 9.7 or something. Katja Kosonen. And the Finns down by 4 goals. Half an hour ago, I wouldn't have believed that. Leslie Calder with Katja Kosonen marking.
Oh, deep throw.
Valerie Dion. And again, Hanna Pesola.
Oh, just out of reach.
And Hillary Dunn both a bit misreading the flight of the disc. Jenni Oksanen pushing the opponent away with the disc. Why bother to call too close anyway when you can push somebody away?
That's what elbows are for, man.
Yeah. More play, less words.
Yeah.
That looked bad.
Yeah.
Things like that can result in nasty injuries. Pulled hamstrings and stuff. Jenni Oksanen and Katja Kosonen taking the disc
Oh, what's this?
to the end zone.
Oh.
Jenni Oksanen. Who else? Jenni Oksanen. Show us that smile. Yeah. The Finns are 3 goals away from the Canadians, who are 2 goals away from a championship. Travel. Ha ha.
Ooh.
Everybody does it. That's why they don't call it, because everybody does it.
It's the in thing to do. Wow. Oh.
A glimpse of Finnish sports culture.
Yeah.
Anja Haaman with the disc. Pirjo Hestbacka on the mark. Nanna Karessua and Gillian Maguire, and that's Valerie Dion. And it's Kaisa Rämö. Henna Jalovaara marking. And Valerie Dion scoring. And Canada is 1 goal away from the realization of a big, big dream.
That was good flow on Canada's part.
And there is perhaps a small difference because a Canadian player wouldn't have minded the opponent. A Canadian player would have gone for the disc and said sorry afterwards. Yes. Miisa Niemi and Katja Kosonen. Kosonen getting a lot of responsibility from coach Asikainen right now. Oops. And Canada having a kind of very open I wouldn't call it a junk defense, but it's not that tight on the Finnish side of the field. But it gets tighter as soon as the Finns come across the half-court line.
Yeah.
Then the Canadians go a lot closer.
Great defensive layout.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Just,
And that one too.
yeah.
Sara Wikström leading her team. Miisa Niemi, Katja Kosonen. Anja Haaman on the mark.
Nice throw.
Yes, but not a score. So back you go. And then everybody. That's what always happens. When you bring the disc back to the goal line, then everybody starts running like 10 inches from you. And there's no place to pass. But that doesn't bother Reija Ylönen, number 13, with the goal, and Katja Kosonen with the assist.
Keeping Finnish hopes alive.
Yes.
Good placement.
Yes. And a good cut. Running in a way from the wrong side of the defensive player who then can't tell anymore what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not a tattoo. The Canadians are 1 goal away. And so far, in this half, the Finns have scored 9 goals. So the Finns have already taken the half. Valerie Dion and Anja Haaman moving the disc around. Hillary Dunn, Stephanie Chow. Valerie Dion. Canada looking for the winning gold. It's not that far away. Oh, Anja Haaman in the last moment, she gets the disc.
Nanna almost had the block. And is
The last pass.
Is it here?
That was not the last pass of the game. Out of the dark. And that's it. The championship goal by Stephanie Chow, number 10. Canada, world champions.
Great
2004. Good luck.
Great game.
And the winning assist by Gillian Maguire, number 5. She knows she won the game. She knows that.
Must feel good.
Yeah, after all that running, you can stop. Yeah. Time for some Canadian
Champagne.
Canadian champagne. Canadian. Is it?
Celebrating or something.
So, here with some celebrations and end ceremonies. And soon we will have some comments from the participants of the game. And this perhaps is a more European tradition, actually gathering after the game and commenting with a few words. The North American teams tend to yell obscenities at each other after. Well.
Lara, your team has been very convincing throughout the whole tournament, and maybe the first time today you showed a little bit of vulnerability in the end. How did you feel when the Finns just kept scoring and scoring on you?
Well, it was certainly a bit of a nail-biter there. I think we didn't think that they would come back so strong and play with such heart. We saw them play Japan in the semifinals, and we knew that they had grit and the fight and the aggression. Once we had a bit of a comfortable lead, I think perhaps maybe that's where we started. Maybe we're too comfortable, and that was our fault. But once we recognized that bit of an ebb, we knew we had to get back into our game, back to concentrating, back to just basics. And I think we finally did that towards the end there, but yeah, it was definitely a great fight all the way to the end.
What do you think is the key to your success? Your team has been very successful in the past few years. Where does it come from?
I think a lot of it comes from pure team cohesion. We are a really tight-knit group. We're a group of gals who just simply love the game. We all love the game, and that common bond between us all and that common goal that we have to win Worlds here was the one thing we needed. With a cohesive team, all fighting for the same thing, we're all on the same page. I think that was really the key to our success. That we have a saying, every mind, one desire. We're all on the same page, going for the same thing.
What is going through your mind right now? I know you're relieved and you're happy. Anything else?
I don't think it's really hit me yet. I'm sure it's the same way for the other gals. We're ecstatic, we're on a high right now. And I think that will last for a long time.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, second consecutive World Championship for the Canadian women's team. Congrats Canada, and thank you Gavin.
Thank you, Mara.
And congrats Finland also. You know, taking all the pressure from the home supporters and stuff like that.
That's right.
And coming back very strong, making it a game.
Putting on a great show.
Oh yes.